Hello, League. Welcome back to the Week 3 Power Rankings, or Week 3 preview, Week 2 Power Rankings. I am your commissioner, as always, here once again to go over everybody's favorite topic, the Fantasy Football League. I want to start off by wishing our dear Christopher a very happy birthday. Hopefully, the curse will break. I don't think it will, but for your sake, I hope. Let's begin with the Power Rankings. Again, this is post-Week 2 Power Rankings. At number 12, I have Salvatore, three-time champion, but he's not looking like that right now. Fewest points in the league. I got a tough time putting Sal anywhere above 12. He could bounce back. Christian Watson being hurt doesn't help. Salvatore at 12. Number 11, I have the birthday boy. Now, I know he's going to be upset. He's going to say he's got more points. He says he should be higher. But the real fact of the matter is, like the Jets versus the Patriots, he just doesn't win. I need you to win, Chris. You win, I'll move you up. I promise you that. You win, I'll move you up. Haven't won yet. Need to see a W. Need to get you to 1 and 2. 0 and 3. I'm not going to call it a death sentence, but it's not great. Number 10, staying at the same spot he's been, Pat McCann. Now, Pat, former champion, we know this. Team hasn't looked horrible. Scored 99 last week, but just also like Christopher right now, no wins. Pat has won before, though, so I have a little bit more confidence in him than I might Christopher. But Pat right now, currently my 10 seed. At number 9, moving up 2 spots after his first win since maybe the Clinton administration, is Andy Unchained. It was a much-needed win. Did he need Nick Chubb to tear his leg in half? Yes. Did he need Anthony Richardson to pretty much get a concussion within the first 20 minutes of the game? Yes. Did he need Najee Harris to get on his ass and run for 20 yards in one play? Yes. All 3 things happened, and Andy Unchained is victorious. Andy Unchained moves up to number 9. At number 8, I have myself. I have a very, very, very questionable team. It's hurt right now. It's not looking great. If Cooper Kupp is hurt for an extended period of time, I'm in a lot of trouble. Speaking of a lot of trouble, currently number 7 is Dylan Pugh. Nick Chubb's out for the season. He just eclipsed 80 projected points for this week. I could have had Dylan lower. I have a feeling Dylan might be going lower in future weeks, but for right now, he's down 2 spots to number 7. Number 6, I have, falling from number 3, Luke Bonomo. Free Chiefsaholic had a pretty bad week. David Montgomery hurt his leg, and he just got little to no production than everybody else. Jalen Hurts carried him, still wasn't enough. It's looking like a little bit of tough sledding for the upcoming few weeks here for Luke Bonomo, but, former back-to-back finals appearancer, no champions, but what are you going to do? He's currently my 6th seed. Number 5, I have Tom Gorman, who does not have many points, does not have many wide receivers, but it doesn't matter because he's 2-0. He wins. He's moved up 3 spots here to the number 5 spot. I think Tom has a team that, now that Saquon's out, it takes even a bigger hit. Hopefully it's only 1 week. But he plays Dylan this week, and as I just said to you, Dylan is going through some things. So I think Tom has a chance here to move up to 3-0. We'll see what happens. But, never doubt a champion. Number 4, I'm going to have moving up 3 spots. Somebody I think I may have slept on a little bit here is Matt Stokes. Matt has a pretty good team. I play him this week. I play Christian McCaffrey going up against the New York Giants. I'm afraid for my life. Stokes up 3 spots to number 4. He's got a bum quarterback, but everything else in that team is pretty good. Should be interesting to see what happens. Moving up 1 spot to number 3, I have Jean Tuiaitenbag. He is, once again, a former champion. We know this. He has a pretty solid team, I think. He gets the wins. His team shows up. He's got Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill's got a tough matchup this week. We'll get into that in a minute. But I think Tui deserves to be the number 3 seed. And then number 2, no movement here. We got Mike Russell. Mike, I don't think, won this week. However, Mike did win this week. Excuse me. He beat Pat, but I can't put him over the number 1 seed, which I think you can all guess by now is the same reigning champion, the man of witches, Kyle Karp. But back to Russell really quickly. Russ is a really good team, reigning champion. I think he's going to be just fine. He's currently my 2 seed with Austin Eckler on the shelf, hopefully coming back soon. Russell's team, in my opinion, second best in the league. At number 1, Kyle Karp. He's using witchcraft, folks. I don't know what else to tell you. He's got the most points in the league. He's getting everything to break his way. He beat Gaz Monday Night Football. It's been a good 2 weeks for Kyle, and I don't see any way of that stopping anytime soon. So, again, from 12 to 1, we have Salvatore, Gaz, Pat, Andy, myself, Dylan, Luke, Tom, Stokes, Tui, Russell, and Kyle. Now, on to the matchups. Andy versus Pat McCann. Now, this is a pretty interesting matchup. Part of me thinks that, Andy got way too lucky last week. Pat's projected for more points, but to be honest, I just think Andy's going to win. And the only reason I really think that is because Andy has Puka Nacua and Pat does not. That's what I'm going off of. Yahoo's got this at 48-52. Pat projected to win. It's going to be close. I'm going to lean Andy simply because he has Puka Nacua. Next, we have Luke versus Salvatore. And I'm going to keep this one blunt. I can't pick Sal until I see Sal win. Sal's projected for 89 points. That's great and dandy. I don't know if Sal's getting to 89 points. Deshaun Watson has looked terrible. He has looked like a rapist trying to play football. Everything else about this team is just he's asking everybody to play at their peak. DJ Moore, you don't want anything to do with the Chicago Bears right now. Tennessee, Traylon Burks, you don't want anything to do with Tennessee right now unless it's Derrick Henry. You don't want anything to do with the Vegas Raiders right now. It's a lot of guys you don't want anything to do with, Miles Sanders. He's got Kelsey, who's obviously Kelsey, but he's probably going to have to trade him if he wants to, put together some other pieces on this team. I know Christian Watson got hurt. That's killing him. But right now, I just can't pick Sal to win. I have to pick Luke, even though Yahoo is projecting for Sal to win 51-49. Next, I have Russell and Gaz. Oh, boy. Gaz is projected to win 53-47. I will, however, be selecting Mike Russell to win. Now, I know, Christopher, I know. The thing is this. I think Russell's team is going to get enough out of the Kyren Williams and Kenneth Walker and Tutu Atwell and Patrick Mahomes. And I don't know. I think he's got a good deep team. George Kittle going up against the Giants, pretty terrifying. He's due for a big game. Gaz is finally not playing A.J. Dillon or Kyle Pitts. So maybe his fortunes will change. Yeah, he is projected to win 53-47. But right now, I just can't pick Chris to win until I see a victory on the board. Coming up next, I have Tom Gorman versus Dylan Pugh. Now, Tom currently doesn't have a running back in, Saquon Barkley, and he is still projected for more points than Dylan. Dylan's team right now is tough to pick. 80 projected points. Anthony Richardson might not play. Jalen Waddle might not play. It's ugly. I have to pick Tom by default, pretty much. I think Tom will win. Next, I have Kyle versus Tui. This is an interesting one. I think Yahoo is projecting Kyle to win 94-86. And I am also going to project Kyle to win. I think Tui has a couple tough matchups. I think Tyreek Hill against Denver is a tough matchup, especially if Waddle's out. I think they can just double Hill and potentially make him irrelevant. It's tough to do, but I could see it happening. Geno Smith playing in a rainy game in Carolina. George Pickens has Kenny Pickett throwing him the ball. It's never good. James Conner had a big game. He's probably going to have a quiet game against Dallas. I don't know. I just think Kyle's probably going to get enough this week. So therefore, I'm taking Kyle to win. And I, again, of course, will not pick my game against Matt, although I'm playing Christian McCaffrey tonight against the Giants defense. And I think you all know how that's going to go. So you probably know how this matchup's going to go as well. So again, my winners this week I have projected are Andy, Luke, Russell, Tom, and Kyle. I went 2-4 last week, so I clearly know nothing. I am 7-5 on the season, and my best bet of the night is I have to think about this. I probably would say tease the Niners down to like 4.5, and then I would tease the under down another 6 points, and I would run that. That would be my bet of the night. I have to look at that, but that's what I feel confident in. That's what I'll be betting, and I'm 1-1 on bets of the year. So, tail, either win money or lose money, not my problem. And best of luck to all, especially the birthday boy. I know it's very difficult to be going into your age 30 year with 0 victories on the season, but I have faith in you, Christopher. I believe.